Alright guys, part 2. Made some progress. The bees haven't attacked me. Time's ticking by a little quicker than I was hoping. I'm still on the first structure. I have 2 to install, but of course the first one always goes slower. Just a couple things. I'm out here by myself, so it's a little tough to film, especially on the phone, to get live action, but a couple things you got to know. So I'm working in heavy clay, and one of the big problems with that is it's just tough to level anything and grade anything because everything's just in clumps. You know, this is what you're dealing with. So if you're gonna do a job like this in a low mucky area, make sure you have some compactable material. I've been getting loads of this class 5 compactable material, which is a mix of, I think it's clay and sand, there's a gravel, a whole bunch of stuff, but it's something you can work with. That's really a necessity. The problem is if you just backfill this with all the clay, there's no way you're going to be able to get any good compaction, so it's very high probability the pipe's going to wash out on you. You can put your water or your anti-seep collars in to try to prevent that, but even still, I think if you don't have some good material to put around those, you're still at a high risk. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to really fill in all around the pipe with this class 5 as best I can, particularly on this side of the berm. I mean, if you can get it sealed tight, you know, just even in one good section, that'll probably prevent the whole thing from washing out. I got a bunch of bags of concrete I'm going to also kind of pour around that as well. Someone who has a lot of experience, I know, with these things, that's what he always recommends. So up here, I got my 2 hose clamps on. Next, I'm going to put my tile tape on here to get this sealed up, and this stuff actually also really provides some good, I don't know, clamping power, I guess. I mean, when you put the tape on in conjunction with those clamps, it really makes a big difference. One thing I wish I would have done before I came out here, you know, on the bottom, on the base, I have a paver pad. I wish I would have had that set and level before we came out here, or before I came out here, because right now what I'm dealing with is, you know, this is just so mucky. Like, trying to get this thing not to move is very difficult. So I've been trying to get it as level as I can, and I can be a little bit too perfectionistic. It's tough. I wish I would have set the concrete so the thing would be rock solid by the time I got out here. But that's probably a good place to stop. I'm really close to starting to backfill on this thing, so we'll see you for part 3.